Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk the BMW X5 battery replacement. Now, if you didn't know, your X5 actually has two batteries. And the reason is that because they have one battery to handle, obviously your normal loads, but there's a smaller battery to kind of assist when those times need to be, the demand happens. Obviously, these cars have a lot of electronics in them. There's a lot of different modules that need to run. And then if you're unfamiliar with the older models, they had to almost have them replaced quite frequently. All right, so today I'm going to replace the larger battery. Both is the AutoZone. I know some people are going to say, well, you could have got the BMW one. Once BMW was a little bit more money, and obviously with everything else being a shortage, the chances of me getting a battery, I just didn't want to take a chance. And like I said, the battery's a battery. It's got the same specs. Obviously, make sure this is an H8. Got 900 cranking amps. If that's usually what the factory rating is. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna lift our cover here. We expose, to the trunk area. There's these screws. Require a 10 millimeter. Let's make that an 8 millimeter socket here. We're gonna take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna set these right in here. This comes out, set that off to the side. And you can see here, there's two batteries. Obviously, this is extra oil, flat repair kit. Let's see here. So this is the smaller battery, and then this is your larger one. Okay. Now, before you do a battery replacement, it is important you have to have a way to code the battery. I say not code it, register the battery. I recommend downloading the Bimmerlink app on your iOS device. With Bimmerlink, you can use that coupled with a Bluetooth device. I think the KIES Motorsports has one, and the VeePeak obviously has that. I'll link everything in the description, what you need to register the battery. Once you register the battery, that's all it needs. Now, if I was changing this from a different type of battery, different amp hours, like this is a 95 amp hour battery, I believe what's in here is 92 amp hour. If I want to go up to like 105, I would have to code the battery as well as register. And with coding it, you have to go through BimmerCode. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I want to disconnect both batteries, because even if I disconnected this one still power in the car. So I want to disconnect both. These are going to take a 10. Just loosen them up, that's all it takes. Go to this side, loosen this one up. Loosen this one. Let's see if I can get something in here. Okay. And there's also a vent plug here. So this is imperative you watch for this too. This has to be plugged in. This is a vent for the batteries. Okay. So check that out. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and unplug these things out of here as well. Just push the lever and they unplug. Lift this out. Obviously disconnect your vent. And we can look and see what type of battery we have. You see it's 92 amp hour battery. So let me 2 hands for this. Set the camera down, remove this. Okay, you want to unplug this line out of here. Just connect it here, just pop. It just pulls right out, has to take a little wiggle, but you should be looking it out. I'm gonna undo this screw. and this one. For those two, I'm going to use a 13 millimeter socket. And let's get those off now. This helps if you have a power tool of some type. Okay, we're going to remove the old battery and put in our new one. You'll see here, this one has the vent hose right there. Obviously, we're going to send it in here just like that. Vent hose plug in, our positives on that side, positives on this side. And then, let's see, yep, we got you in vent hose on both sides, but we were only using this one on the positive side. And we'll go from there. All right. Looks like there's one more place right there, one more little bolt. Let me hold that one in. I'm using an extension for this one. Okay, now we should be able to move the battery. Perfect. Okay. This is a heavy battery. I'm gonna set it off to the side. When you install your new battery, make sure you slide it up against here to feet. And then we'll just put this plate back on right there to secure the other side. If you decide to go for a larger 105, it may be too wide to fit in there, so you might do some modifications to get it to fit. All right. See what I'm saying? Now I get this in here, slide it right there. Then I can put this plate back in on this side and secure that down. Okay, secure that down. Your bracket. So plug in your vent hose. Just goes right in there like that. That's connected. I can remove these caps. Set this back down on here. Plug and actually plug these back in here. All right. Put these back on, these little hat washers. Good to pop this back on the bracket, this line. And it stays in there like that. Do this, do that. And we can connect our both batteries again, make sure both are connected again. Tighten those, tighten these up again. We'll put these back on the old battery, transport it back. Auto's only got a core credit back. Let's reinstall this piece again. Battery cover. And that's how you do battery. Next thing to do, we're going to register the battery. All right, so this was the device I'm telling you about, the VeePeak. I've used this. It doesn't matter which one, if you use that. Also, KIES Motorsports also has another one too that works well. You can use that to BimmerCode. Obviously, just instructions. They have actually a video for that to get that all like set up to do it this way. I like this because it's all in one device. So anyway, plug it in. I'm gonna turn my car on. So I'm gonna get my Bimmerlink up. All right, so when it comes to the battery, you're gonna see obviously a few things. I'm gonna hit battery. It said battery type 90, 95 is closest to 105 or closer to 90. So I'm gonna hit register new battery. It is the same capacity and type. Engine off, blah, blah, blah. All right, that's all. Disconnect. We are good to go. So that's it. That's how you place a battery. All right, so probably can't see me, but if you needed to code your battery, say for example, if you want to upgrade it, you want to do it a 105 amp hour battery, you're going to come over here to your body domain controller and BimmerCode. Go to BimmerCode. You go to body domain controller. You're going to come over to battery type. Right there. Hit battery type. And then you'll choose the one you have. Obviously, we know 105 would be the one you'll go for. And then boom, there you go. You got it. Now, if you have, like I said, I got 95, you choose the one that's closest to what you know where you're currently running. So in this battery, I had to order Rock Auto. You same procedure, remove your positive and negative on both. Got your vent here. Good place to store your tools is, just do it right in there. come off and be moved. Battery can slide out, and I can just remove the battery. Let me do 2 hands for this, and battery's out. Alright, here's a new battery. Ordered this on Rock Auto. AC Delco is a 520 cold crank amps, 80 RC, 50 amp hour. It is the AGM, and you compare it to our old battery, which is the BMW 50 amp hour, 80 RC. Has a little bit more of a cold cranking amps, but like I said, if I go through BMWs, I'm paying a lot more money. And also I gotta look at if they even have the battery in stock, because I know some people who have purchased the battery or tried to get one and had to get it at the market. So you may or may not get the BMW brand battery, you may get an at the market battery. So I'm gonna pull it out here. I'm set it right next to it, just so you can see, make sure the size is identical. It looks completely identical to this battery. Let's drop it in. Plug our vent hose in. We can put this back up here. That on. We can drop this back in. If you're wondering, the smaller battery, I believe, does not have to be coded. There isn't any way to code it, because I think you just code the main larger one to a 90. There is no way to separately code it. So you just pretty much plug and play, swap it out. If you can find it, they are hard to find. So as of right now, I was able to find it on Rock Auto. And I'll provide the link in the description. You know, I don't know if it's gonna be valid by the time you see the video. I don't know if they're gonna sell out or links change, but I'll provide the current links. Thanks for watching. If you want to see any other X5 maintenance things, be sure to check out my other videos up here and down there. All right, thank you so much.